is God apart from faith. In order to come to God, we first have to believe that He is, and then we have to believe that He's a rewarder of those who diligently seek Him. So the first step is to believe that God exists. You see, your actions show what you believe. A lot of people say they believe in God, they believe in Jesus, but their actions show differently. In James we read that it says that even the devil believes, but he fears and trembles. So just acknowledging that He exists, just having this head knowledge of belief isn't enough. So how do we truly have belief in Him? Well, for starters, we have to believe that God exists. In Romans chapter 1, it says that since the creation of the world, His invisible attributes are clearly seen, being understood by the things that He made, even His eternal power and Godhead, so that people are without excuse. You see, through looking at creation, we can know that God is. We can know what God is saying there is through science, we can know He exists. You see, the scientific law of causality says that any event that begins had a cause. Einstein's theory of general relativity predicted that the universe, that consists of time, space, and matter, must have a beginning. That prediction was confirmed when an astronomer named Hubble actually observed the expanding universe. It proved conclusively that it did, in fact, have a beginning. Now, we've never observed something come from nothing, so it'd be totally unscientific and illogical to say that the universe sprang from nothing. In fact, if you thought about it, if there was ever a time that there ever was absolutely nothing, then logically there'd still be absolutely nothing. So we must conclude that the something that caused our universe has always existed, and that He's infinite, or it's infinite in nature, whatever this cause is. Now this begs a key question. Do we observe anything in our universe that suggests that it was engineered? You see, typically when we conclude something was engineered, we see features that tell us that they were formed for a specific intent or purpose. For example, archaeologists look for a recognizable design feature. Marine biologists, when they're trying to detect intelligence in dolphins, they look for specific sound patterns. And even study astronomers look for narrow-band radio signals coming from deep space, which would tell them that those signals were engineered. If we apply this exact same principle to our observations of the universe, we do see that it displays signs of engineering in three of its main characteristics. In its laws of physics, we see that it displays signs of engineering in its systems, and we see that it displays signs of engineering in life itself. You see, physicists tell us that all the laws of physics, like electromagnetic forces, nuclear intensity, strength of gravity, mass of material, temperature, excitation of nuclei, speed of light, all these laws of physics are fine-tuned to the exact parameters needed for life. They tell us that if any one of these factors were out of proportion even slightly, then the elements, especially carbon so necessary for life, couldn't even exist. There's a British astronomer named George Ellis, who's quoted for saying that amazing fine-tuning occurs in all of the laws that makes this possible. He even went on to say that it's very difficult for him not to use the word miraculous when describing this complexity. If we look at the systems of the universe, we just take a step back and take an honest look at the systems of the universe, we see something quite remarkable. For example, our solar system is perfectly situated in a clear, safe region rather than in one of our Milky Way's chaotic spiral arms. Our sun is a perfect size. You see, our sun is actually very small compared to most of the stars of the universe, but it's actually the perfect size and temperature to allow for life. Our distance from the sun, 93 million miles, the exact distance needed for life to exist here. Look at our moon's size and distance from the Earth. It's the exact parameters needed to stabilize our 23-degree axis with the sun. And that creates the 4 seasons, which creates the food chain, without which there would, again, be no life. The very arrangement of our solar system, with the gas giants protecting us in the outer rim, acting like giant vacuum sweepers, sucking up any rogue meteors or comets. Very magnetism around our planet. Did you know that we live on the only known planet with a solid surface that's still circulating its liquid iron core, and that produces the magnetic field that protects us from solar radiation, without which life here would have long since been sterilized. Just look at our atmosphere. It's a perfect mixture of nitrogen and oxygen. Just look at land to water mass ratio. It's a perfect ratio for life. I mean, it's just literally hundreds of conditions that all work together in unison. They all have to be in one place. They all have to be together at the same time, just for life to exist. A physicist who won the Nobel Prize named Arno Penzias, he said that astronomy leads us to a very unique event. It's a universe with the exact conditions required to permit life, with an underlying, and he said one might say, supernatural plan. We look at life itself, we see in the DNA of every living organism on Earth, we see code that warps our most complex computer software programs by comparison. We see this DNA code that literally boggles the mind. It's like a creator's signature saying, there is a God. There are literally hundreds and hundreds of prophecies found in the pages of this book, and not a single one fails. For example, there are 333 prophecies in this book. There are 333 prophecies in this book that foretold a coming Holy One of God. It said he would be born in the Jewish lineage of Abraham, of Isaac, and of Jacob. It said he'd be born in the town of Bethlehem, born of a virgin mother. It said he'd begin his ministry on the shores of Galilee. It said he would be rejected by his own people. Isaiah said he'd be wounded for our transgressions and bruised for our iniquities. By his stripes we would be healed. This book prophesied hundreds of things about the coming Holy One of God. It said that when the Holy One of God comes, it says that he'll be betrayed for 30 pieces of silver. In Zechariah, it said the Holy One of God would be betrayed for 30 pieces of silver. That was written hundreds of years before it actually took place. This book predicted that he would be treated like a common criminal, as we saw when he hung on the cross between two thieves. In the Psalms, it said his hands would be pierced through. It predicted that his executioners would gamble for his clothing as he suffered and died. This book prophesied hundreds of years before it even happened that the Holy One would not stay in the grave. In Psalm 16, verse 10, it says the Holy One would not see corruption. It was a prediction of the resurrection. This book fulfilled. This book is the only book on the planet that passes what I call the ship test with flying colors. I'm here tonight to tell you that you can trust God's Word. You can trust the Bible. This book says in Romans 3:23, for all have sinned and fallen short of the glory of God, every one of us. What is sin? That's breaking God's commandments. The Bible says in Romans 6:23 that the penalty for our sin is death. That's not just physical death, it's spiritual death. It's eternal separation from God in a place called hell. You say, well, I don't believe in hell. Well, Jesus told us hell was real. Jesus said, hell's a place where the fire will never be quenched, and there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. You see, we're all like men and women on death row awaiting our judgment. We've already been found guilty before a holy God. But the good news is you can be pardoned. You can be pardoned from your sin. The Bible says it's appointed to everyone once to die, and after death comes the judgment. I'm here tonight to tell you that Jesus said hell is real. He said there's a place where the fire will never be quenched. There shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. In Revelation it says the smoke of their torment ascends day and night forever. There is a hell to shun, but there's also a heaven to gain, and we've been given the right to choose between heaven and hell, between life and death. You don't have to go to hell. If you wind up in hell, you literally had to walk over the crushed and broken body of Jesus Christ to get there. Jesus said the day is coming, he will have to send forth his angels and gather out of this kingdom all things that offend and them which commit iniquity, and cast them into a furnace of fire where there shall be weeping and gnashing of teeth. But you don't have to go to hell. Jesus made a way of escape. He made a way, my friend. There's hope in the cross. There's life in Jesus Christ. It's time to quit playing church. It's time to quit playing with your soul. It's time to get real with this God. It's time to get sold out for him. Won't you get sold out for Jesus? Jesus said, except a man should take up his cross and follow after me, he's not worthy of me. That means you have to draw the line in the sand and pick a side. You can't keep riding the fence. You can't keep living like the world and claim you're a Christian. Your life, if Jesus is Lord of your life is going to change. He's a life-changing experience. I'm living proof that Jesus Christ changes lives. Sin is the law. We've broken the entire law. We're lawbreakers before a holy God. The free gift of God is eternal life. Glory to God. Did you hear what I'm saying tonight?